Hey familia, welcome to the show today. So I'll give everybody a couple minutes to tune in, but if this is your first time joining, please say hi, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart. I would love to give you a shout out. I'm going to pull my comments up here. So today's video is all about irregular heartbeat and menopause. So whether you are perimenopause or before, transitioning, going through menopause, or even after menopause, irregular heartbeat can be something that you might deal with, that might happen to you. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit today, and definitely share this video, tag other women that might be experiencing this or might find this information helpful, because it's going to be jam-packed with information. So as you're tuning in, feel free to say hi. I'd love to give you a shout out. I'm definitely live. So today we are talking about menopause and irregular heartbeat. Why does this happen to you? So I've been in ICU, a cardiac ICU nurse for years and years and years. I've done heart-lung unit, open hearts, transplants, all of that for years and years. And so one of the things that I would always find would happen with a lot of women that would come in, they would come in with irregular heartbeats. And so why do women have this issue if they're peri or post-menopause? What's going on? Why? How is it even related? Well, you have an SA node in your heart. The SA node is your sinoatrial node. That is like the pacemaker of your heart, your natural pacemaker, right? So when that goes bad, we implant a fake one, a replacement. But naturally, you have an SA node. On this SA node, you have estrogen receptors. So what happens during post-menopause, during that time period? You have a decrease in estrogen. So that is why your heart can be directly affected when you are going through this change in your life. And so usually it will show up as like kind of a fluttering or a palpitation you might start to feel. And that can just be a sign that you're having a decrease in estrogen. Now, can it be a bunch of other things? Yes, it definitely can. But it is one common symptom that a lot of women will deal with during this change in their life. So what can you do about it? Well, don't ignore it. Please go see a cardiologist. And so there's two types of heart doctors out there. There are electrophysiologists, and there are the ones that deal with, so there's electrician and a plumber is how I like to call it, right? I don't get too fancy with the terms. I like to keep things as easy to understand as possible. So there's an electrician and there's a plumber when you go to cardiology. And so the electrician is going to be the one that really deals with this type of thing, with the pieces and parts that conduct the electrical activity in your heart. So that's why we call them an electrician. And then you have another one who is kind of like a plumber, where they go in and rotor-root all the arteries and stuff when you might have a blockage or something to get the blood flowing back in. They definitely work together. But in this case, with an irregular heartbeat, it's a conduction issue. It's with the node. So that's the type of a physician that you would see as an electrophysiologist. But definitely don't ignore those irregular heartbeats. Don't suffer through it. Don't ignore it. Please go see your physician. Go contact your provider so that way they can work you up for some further treatment and see what else. But don't ignore the fact that it could be this, because a lot of physicians are not going to say, hey, it could be menopause, because they're not thinking that way. But I want to empower you by sharing this information with you so that you can bring this up. You have to be your best advocate when it comes to your health. So bring this up. If you're a woman who is in this time of life in your late 30s, early 40s, I'm telling you, that's kind of the perimenopause period. And then going into your late 50s. And then even if you know for sure that you have gone through menopause, this can still be something that's going to affect you, that you might deal with from time to time. So definitely empower yourself. Bring this information up to them. Don't let it slide under the rug like so much other shit does when it comes to women's health. Okay, so be your best advocate. Go out there and definitely, like I said, share this video with other women in your life that know that they can benefit from this. This is really powerful information that we need to be empowering ourselves with. Okay, so that is my video for today. If you have any other questions about women's health and wellness or hormones or any of that other stuff that I love to talk about, then feel free to send me a DM, send me a message, or leave a comment below. And that way I can answer it for you, make another video about it. That's the best way to share information to the most people, is by doing video. So I'm going to cut it for today. So for a balanced life, just add spice. I'll talk to you mañana.